GSA, for all of you out there who don't know what it is, it stands for genetic sexual attraction. There's very little research out there that even supports it. I think it's a crutch for people like him to allow him to do whatever the hell he wants.
Well, I've got someone on the phone who has some experience with this. Her name is Barbara Gonyo. She is the author of the ebook, quote, "I'm his mother, but he is not my son." Now, Barbara, you had given up your son for adoption when he was when you were just 16, but then you became reunited with him 26 years later. Tell us what happened then.
Well, I was the head of an organization called Truth Seekers in Adoption, which was reuniting adoptees and birth parents. And so I was quite familiar with people meeting before I met him, and it took me a while to find him. And I didn't even understand that I would even have feelings like this. I never knew anything about it. And I went to a conference one time for adoptees and reunited people, and one of the girls was talking in one of the forums, and she said that she had met her brother, and she said, "I can't get over how I feel about my brother." She says, "I want to hop on a motorcycle behind him," and she says, "I'm actually attracted to him." She says, "I don't know, it's like a genetic sexual attraction." And that's where the term came from, even though I'm always credited with starting it, I didn't. But, and I thought, well, that's really, strange. But then as I got to know my son, I found myself having these feelings for him. Then I thought, why am I feeling that way about him? He's my son. But he was never allowed to be my son. He was somebody else's son. And he looked exactly like his birth father. And it was very confusing feelings for me. And I didn't know what to do with those feelings. I tried to discuss it with him, but he was never interested in discussing it, and he was ashamed to even talk about it. So I don't know if he ever really had the feelings himself, or I was carrying them by myself.
Barbara, how did you react when you read this particular article we've been discussing this evening?
I didn't read the article that you're discussing this evening. I just heard about it this morning for the first time when you called me.
Okay. Does it surprise you? Did you have any reaction to it? Because it started at an awfully young age for this girl.
Well, for one thing, she's only 18, and she's looking for her daddy. And she's going about it the wrong way because she's got conflicting feelings because she's not his little girl, but she is his little girl.
And Barbara, don't you hold him accountable for violating, rather than holding the boundaries with this girl who has all these conflicted feelings so she can work through them on her own? Thank you.
I certainly do.
All right, Barbara.
I certainly think that it's up to him to stop it.